Alright guys, what's up? Iceman back, and I was going to do an unboxing. I got like 2 packages just now. I was pretty stoked about. Had a bunch of knives in it, but I opened all the packaging because it's kind of, I don't really like watching people open stuff, so I'm going to go over a couple different knives that I got today. This, I was pretty excited about. Chris Reeves knives. Umnumzaan. I guess I'm saying that right, but I have had 2 Chris Reeves knives. First one was a large Spyderco 21, and the packaging here. Now this is a used one. You can see the year on this one is 2009, so it's, a few years old. S30V titanium. There's the first card, so it's authentic. And here's the knife. Now you're looking at that, and that's not. I've never seen an Umnumzaan like that. Well, that's been anodized by Mapebrick. Mapebrick is the username on Blade Forums, and I bought this off the exchange, knowing that it had been anodized. I wanted to send one of my knives to get to. That's gonna be good for the video. Just bump my camera. To get some of my other titanium knives anodized, and he did an amazing job on this blue. I mean, it looks awesome in person. But main reason I wanted to get this knife is Spyderco didn't do it for me. So much hype on the Spyderco, so awesome, such great knives, and I'm gonna start this video over because it's kind of dark in here. Actually, we're not. We're just gonna turn the light on. Give me 2 secs. Google that for now. Alright. Now we have better lighting. So Spyderco 21, got one off the forums. All this hype on that knife, so awesome. I love the titanium. I love the look of the Spyderco. Got the knife, and honestly, just wasn't that. It was smooth, but the thumb stud. I didn't like the thumb stud. The finish scratched really easily in my pocket. And I couldn't flick it open. Now, that was actually a pretty weak flick because for this knife, the Umnumzaan, is ridiculously smooth. I can flick it right open, easy, breezy, no much effort there. I like the blade shape better on the Umnumzaan. It's a cool little swedge here, and kind of comes to a point there. It's not picking that up for some reason, but really good looking Stonewash blade. So it's just a beautiful knife. I like the big pivot. This is the older style pivot. Doesn't have the lock bars stabilizer either, like the new Umnumzaans do. That's a mouthful right there. But I wanted the old one. My buddy has one of these, and it was always so smooth. And I'm like, okay, that's the next Chris. I was kind of turned off on Chris Reeves for a little while. Not that I don't think they make great products. They obviously do, and they have a great warranty. It's just I thought they were kind of overhyped. But now that I've got this in my hand, I see what the hype's all about. This is the smoothest knife I have by far. I just got it, and I can tell you that it's the smoothest knife. It's just buttery smooth. It flicks open easy. It's got, like most Chris Reeves knives, lots of ton of lockup on there. You're like 70% lockup on that. So this is a beautiful knife, and I am really glad that I took the plunge again into Chris Reeves because they have a reputation for a reason. They produce awesome knives that'll last you a lifetime, and I have no doubt that this one will. And if you have any issues, you send it in to them. They do their spa treatment on it, or whatever they need to do to it to make it right. So. Oh, that's even better. Get your thumb under that thumb stud and flick it. It flies open. So that's a beautiful knife, and it's unique because it's anodized blue, which they don't come that way. So really liked that one. So and that one I purchased. I got a trade. Did a bunch for a bunch of knives. The one reason I did a trade is I wanted to pick up one of these. Now this is the Boker Albatros, and there's a lot of reviews on this on YouTube, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time. I know some people had some issues with the quality control on these, and this is a solid chunk of titanium. It's a hunky, chunky little knife, and I love the way it looks. I've always liked it. It's got your open pillar construction, it's got your standoffs, pretty thick, beefy slabs of titanium. It's a Jens Anzo. You can see his logo there. Let's see if we can get the focus. Yeah. Tip up or tip down carry, right hand only. But this knife was new in box, and it does not have any issues. The lock, as I almost sliced my hand with the Umnumzaan, the lock does not have. It's got pretty early lockup. It's not sticky. I mean, it's kind of firm, but not sticky. And this knife is solid. No blade play. I mean, it's solid. And I just love the look of these things. I mean, they're just cool looking little chunky little knives. I think I will say, it's not very sharp. I mean, from the factory, I mean, it had kind of a hard time cutting paper, so. And I'm going to pull this knife out and do a little cut test for you and see kind of how it struggles a little bit. I mean, not horrible, but not. Yeah, so yeah, you can watch the catch there. Let's test the Umnumzaan real quick. Okay, and that's a sharp knife. That's how a knife should be. So it needs some sharpening, and it's brand new. So that's okay though. I mean, that's fixable. I can sharpen the knife, no big deal. So cool little knife though. I definitely plan on keeping it, carrying it, and I might anodize it also. Maybe like a bronze, but it looks. I mean, the scales are really nice. Got a nice, stonewash finish on there. I really like the look of it, so I'm gonna keep that little guy. Another one I got that's kind of unique. That's an older Benchmade. Shouldn't have the tag on it. I like this one because honestly, I got this in a trade, and I'll probably end up selling this one because I'm not a huge fan of assisted openers, which this is. I like that blade shape though, and it's a handsome knife. It's got stainless steel bolsters. I'm not sure what material this is. I'm not exactly sure. It's got some cool file work on the backspacer though. That's pretty neat. Tip up only carry, which I'm not a fan of that. And this is the number 4. You see that? Man. There we go. 4 of 1,000. So this is one of the first knives made. And this is the 670. Let's see if we can get that on the camera. Man, I'm having light issues right now. I don't know what's going on. 670. Yep. So the Benchmade 670. So cool knife. I mean, 4 out of 1,000. That's really low numbers. So that's a real collectible knife. I'm not a collector. I use my knives, so I'll probably sell this. There's some Benchmade collector out there that's gonna want this. So, and if you're one of them, hit me up. I don't know about pricing yet, but I got so many knives today. It's kind of crazy. I'll just show them all to you. Why not? We'll have fun here, right? 10-minute video max. Stainless steel Delica, kind of a rare Delica. Not too many of these around. Really smooth action. This one's also not very sharp. I'm guessing it's been used, and you can see the scales have some light scratches on them. Not a huge lockback fan, mainly because of that resistance, but that flicks open pretty decent, so that's not bad. So that one will probably go up for sale too. Not a big fan of lockups. Might keep it, you never know. But if you're interested in that one, let me know. And as it falls onto my desk, just a couple little neck knives. Guy was actually nice enough to throw a couple of these in for free to kind of sweeten the trade, which is cool. Got this little Boker, the gnome. This knife cracks me up. I mean, I can barely get one finger. Well, I could maybe get 2 fingers on there, and I don't have huge hands. It's just medium-sized hands. So, cool little neck knife though. I mean, probably end up trading that off or selling that too. I don't know if I'll keep that one. I'm not even sure who makes this knife, but it's kind of cool. I mean, you put that around your fingers there. It's got a little spot here for your other finger. It's got some jimping right there. It keeps it gripped, and it's kind of like a little hook, a little claw. Kind of cool. Has a nice little sheath. I like the sheath. Sheath well made. Nice little Kydex. So, yep, that's the video for today. Mostly wanted to highlight the Umnumzaan and the Albatros because I've been looking to get one of these for a long time. This knife definitely excites me the most of anything I got. It's beautiful and super smooth, and I am now officially a Chris Reeves fan again. I may try to pick up another Umnumzaan, and if they can make a Sebenza that opens like this, like my Alias, my Bradley Alias, man, it smokes my Sebenza. It did. No longer have a Sebenza, but this is buttery smooth. Just feels so nice in the hand. It's just such a smooth blade. I mean, I can tell this thing exudes workmanship, and I'm pretty stoked that I picked it up. So I got a really good deal on it too. And I like the Albatros. Pretty cool. I mean, not trying to compare the two knives. They're completely different, and one's made in China, one's made in USA. But this Albatros doesn't have a lot of the issues that people have said. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably do like I did with the Monero Bullseye. Probably do a, after a few days of carrying it and using it, see how it is then, but I'm pretty stoked with it. I like it. And I'm going to probably maybe get an anodized, like a bronze would look pretty sick, or I don't know, something different. So anyhow, thanks for viewing today, and if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comments below, and I'd appreciate the thumbs up there. Thanks. Bye-bye.